All right, so we're going to talk about a terrible interview strategy that is a complete disaster, but so many people seem to use it. That is saving their best examples until the final stages of interview. Now, the problem with that is, although it's completely understandable, you're going to have to answer a lot of questions. The final round is the round where really the pedal hits the metal. Is that right? Pedal? Yeah. Pedal hits the metal, and you're really going to have to impress everybody in order to be able to get a higher offer. So clearly, totally understandable why people want to save those best examples till last. But based on my experience as a hiring manager and an interviewer, I don't have average Amazon stats for you on this. I'm not even sure that anybody ever actually collects this data. But based on my experience as a hiring manager and interviewing on other people's loops for their roles, the Amazon funnel is like this. And sure, that's like any hiring process funnel. There's always going to be lots more people at the top, and then it's whittled down and fewer people at the bottom. The Amazon funnel is like, I'm not even sure I can get my shoulders to twist that much. The volume that goes in the top, as you would expect, is enormous because Amazon is such a popular organization. So the success rates in those really early rounds is very low. Based on my experience, I would say about 1 to 2 in 10 make it through round 1. Then I would say, broadly speaking, 2 to 4 in 10 make it through to round 2. Now, not everybody has a round 2. Some processes skip that. But anyway, just thinking about odds and statistical chances of making it through those rounds, it's really pretty low. So the odds are already stacked against you. So if you don't bring your very best examples in those early rounds, chances are you are never going to make it to that final round. And no matter how wonderful and impressive and brilliant that story or stories are, if you never get to share it, then what's the point in having it? So my advice is don't make that mistake. Bring your absolute A game to your early rounds. And then if you are lucky enough to make it through and get yourself to the final round, although I do say if you are a follower of my channel, you will know this, to avoid repeating unless you absolutely have to. If you get into the final round and you don't have examples that are as strong as that example at the front there, because hey, it was your very best example, and you still think it's got loads of juice left in it, because the majority of really strong examples are going to have 2, maybe even 3 leadership principles that you can bring out in it. You can use that example again in that final round, but reshape it really strongly. So although it seems like it's the same example, the core narrative and the behaviors are going to be very different. Don't be that person that sends me a message and says, Gigi, I didn't get to tell my best story because I didn't make it through. Please don't be one of those people. Now what you need to do is click on this link here and go and grab yourself one of my free Amazon Interview Wiz Academy Customer Obsession Masterclasses. Watch that and you will nail every single customer obsession question asked of you at your Amazon interview. Or if you'd like to do that later, check out this video here for more great Amazon interview bar raiser tips on interview strategy.